Greetings everyone, and welcome to another episode of MOSHBITS. Since it's Monday, let's start off with some good news to make your day feel even better. First one being, you don't have to see my face for this video. Now, I'm obviously trying to do something new over here, so let's see how that goes. Now, for the first piece of actual news, how about I tell you that the Witcher series on Netflix might be getting its third season. I mean, not that anyone is surprised after the success of the first season, but we got some new rumors pointing out that the production for the third season of The Witcher might start in 2021, right after season 2 production gets wrapped up. Now, let's hope that this new season will be just as good, and if it's not, then I guess we can riot. Now, moving on, we've got our first look at some games running on the upcoming PS5, and there is unfortunately not a lot to be said since the demo only showed us Astro's Playroom, Godfall, and Balan Wonderland. However, we've managed to get a better look at the console from all angles pretty much, and its controller of course, and if you're curious to see how they look from up close in glorious 8K, then I've put some links to that in the video description. You'll also be able to find some more gameplay footage from the games I've just mentioned, so have fun, feast your eyes I guess. Now let's stay on topic and discuss more about the Xbox Series S and Series X consoles. Now, storage might be the biggest issue on the next-gen consoles, but Xbox users might actually be able to delete parts of their games to free up space. The problem is, developers will have to enable this feature first, and if they do, then you'll be able to only download the single-player campaign or the multiplayer content and enjoy them one at a time. Obviously, you can also decide to just download both, but you're gonna need a lot of storage for that, especially if you're going to be downloading Call of Duty Warzone. This should also mitigate the low storage options they come in, especially for the Xbox Series S console. However, PlayStation users might also be faced with the same low storage options, as the leaks point out to the PS5 having only about 665 gigabytes of free storage for games. Ouch! But if you're not into console gaming and we're actually waiting for the 3070 GPUs like I am, then here are some shots of the 3070 dies pictured casually in a fab. Now, let's just hope that this is not all the stock we'll actually be getting, because 950 cards would definitely not be enough for the bazillion of people waiting on those. We've also had a look at the Asus TUF RTX 3070, and it looks a lot like the 3080 and 3090 GPUs, and if that's any indication, then this card should perform better than the Founders Edition 3070 card. But let's talk performance, because NVIDIA just decided to show us some performance numbers. However, no independent reviews have been published just yet for the upcoming GPU, and we're most likely going to get them the day this card actually launches, that being the 29th of October. But let's look at what NVIDIA has done. Looks pretty impressive. Obviously, I'd recommend to wait for independent reviews to come out first, as the company results never truly show everything that the consumer wants to see. Speaking of what you'd like to see, would you like to see Facebook being broken up? Well, that might be a bit more difficult of a challenge than it actually seems, now that the company is actually integrating all of its products and services into one. This is also what Martin has talked about in one of his recent videos, which should be linked down in the description below. And with all those things being said, Facebook is now allegedly bracing itself for the worst by cooking up a plan that would make it nearly impossible for the FTC or any other regulatory bodies to break up the company. This goes perfectly with the latest video I've done around here on this channel discussing about Facebook and how it did not understand the Social Dilemma documentary on Netflix, where I also mentioned that they are far too smart not to be evil. And I guess you could watch the video after you're done with this one. And now it's time for the nibbles of the day, because ZEISS just unveiled its full-frame compact camera. Well, actually, not technically just unveiled it, because it was shown in 2018, but you know what? It's now available for pre-order. But do keep in mind that you're gonna have to pay a cold 6,000 buckaroos to get one of those yourself. But I guess if you've saved up that much in your piggy bank, then you'll get a camera that can shoot, edit, and share with, all on the go. And speaking of on the go, if you're somehow planning on going somewhere, I guess you'll also want to get yourself a pair of true wireless earbuds, and perhaps why not get a pair from GRADO, who just launched its first true wireless earbuds? Now, the company is known for its great audio quality headsets, but to me, those look like yet another rebranded Chinese knockoff pair of wireless earbuds, since I think I've seen that shape previously on Amazon. But I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you're not planning on going out anywhere, I guess this is the time to sit at home because of the human malware and get ready to play with your friends in the virtual world, as Apex Legends and Minecraft Dungeons are both going to get crossplay support really soon. In fact, Apex Legends should enable beta functionality for its crossplay tomorrow, the 6th of October, so get ready for that. And now let's take a look at this massive map of Night City and get really excited for Cyberpunk 2077, something I guess that I've been talking so much about on this channel for the past 3 days, I reckon. And if you're tired about me talking about it, then guess what? I will not stop talking about it until the game gets released, because I'm far too excited for this game to come out and to ride in Night City and around its outskirts. Speaking of riding, I'm really pumped to also be riding the streets yet again in another racing game, well, technically in a racing game, because Cyberpunk 2077 is not a racing game, but you know what, that doesn't matter, because like I said, I'm far too pumped to ride the streets yet again in Need for Speed Hot Pursuit once the remastered version of the game comes out. Yes, my friends, you did hear that right, Hot Pursuit is getting a remastered version, and you'll most probably be able to see the trailer by the time this episode actually comes out. If not, then I'll make sure to put the link to the trailer in the video description. And that's just about it for this episode of MOSHBITS. I'm sure this one has been a bit shorter and actually a bit different than what you are used to, but like I said, I'm trying some new things. And considering those things, why not give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and a thumbs down if you haven't, and while you're at it, just hit that subscribe button. As usual, links to the official links will be in the video description, so if you're interested, do make sure to check them out. And what else can I tell you guys? This has been Alex with the Red Elk, signing off.